Today we're going to go over a step-by-step video of how to mark, cut, and install our stair nosing system. With our stair nosing system, you do not cut the nosings off like the traditional stair nosings. These are made to overlap the existing stair tread. First thing, just like any other install, you're going to want to make sure the stair treads are nice and flat, clean, free of debris. And we also like to check the edges of the drywall, make sure they're nice and straight, no carpet residue or bulges on the drywall. We'll typically cut off a scrap piece of our nosing and put that against the tread here so that we can measure, find the depth of the second plank or third plank to cut those down. We'll typically cut all the steps down, get them all ready for install. As far as marking goes, we like to use a stair jig. Stair jig will extend to each side of the drywall and give us an exact template of that step, no matter what the drywall does, whether it goes in and out. It's a lot easier than using a straight edge and a tape measure trying to figure out how many degrees off each wall is. We'll template the step. We'll loosen everything up. Push it to the drywall. Make sure it's tight. And make sure it's touching the riser. Then tighten down all the clamps. This has a little spring in it so you can pull it away from the wall and lift it out. After we have pre-cut the back piece and clicked it into the tread, we will then put the stair jig on top of it and trace the template of that step. When cutting the vinyl on the saw, we like to leave it about a 1/4 inch long, cut it, and check to make sure our angle is right. If there needs to be any adjusting, we'll adjust from there, get back on the line, and cut the piece. Now for the installation with our stair nosings. We will typically leave the back piece clicked in to the nosing piece. We will then apply a bead of glue in the top 90 across the whole length of the step. We will then put glue on the tread in an S shape like this. When putting the step in, it's easiest to push it against the drywall on one side, leaving it angled up. When you push in, you'll drop the other side down. Then you'll push the whole piece forward. Now that the stair tread is installed, we will now install the riser that will sit on top of the tread. With our stair nosing system, our standard size is 1 9/16 by 3/4 of an inch back to the riser. When checking your piece, you want to make sure that the riser is in place and that the bottom of the nosing does not need to be cut down to make sure that the back of our nosing touches the front of the tread. With our stair nosing system, they will need to be glued. Depending on the manufacturer, if the underlayment needs to be taken off or not should explain in the directions of the vinyl plank flooring. If it can be glued down or it calls for a glue down installation, the pad can stay on the back. If it does not call for a glue down installation, you will need to remove the padding on the back and glue the vinyl direct to the step. Once everything's completed, it's best to stay off the stairs as much as possible for 24 hours. Really depends on the manufacturer of the glue you use, whether setup time is 24 hours, 48 hours, but should follow the guidelines, the glue that you use.